What's going on, everybody? Thanks for taking a few minutes to hang out with me today. And today I'm going to be taking a look at Baylon Skoll-Mercenary, parentheses. And this is basically just a single release of the first version that we got with a robe, thanks to Hasbro's let me not sugarcoat it, scummy business practice, in my opinion. But welcome to my channel, The Stone Mandalorian. I'm the Stone Mando. You can call me Cody. It doesn't matter to me, whichever you prefer. But I got this off Walmart for like $10, man. I just couldn't resist anymore. I was really trying not to. I was trying to stay away from this release for the obvious reasons, it having the incorrect height, slightly thicker looking face sculpt. I should say it's not as not totally. It looks like the actor that plays Baylon. I'm like blanking on his name at the moment right now, but was really trying to stay away from this release mainly because they came out with a single release, and then not even a month later revealed they were going to be releasing that same exact figure with a robe. They did the same thing for Shin Hati, and both of these figures have incorrect height scale issues. They both just suffer from that scummy business practices that Hasbro has done, uh, releasing a figure and then not even a month later, literally a month, releasing it again, or Pipeline releasing it again with soft goods, which is just very scummy. You're kind of slapping your hardcore collectors in the face of your collectors who support every release full price at the very beginning when they put in for pre-orders and stuff like that, and then Walmart does that kind of shit. It's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of wild. And then y'all put these figures on for less than 50%, more than 50% off. It's just kind of wild. Another thing is this saber that comes with Baylon is comically long. It is extremely. I mean, you can see it. Look, I mean, it's damn near the height of Baylon. So, kind of a bummer. It's probably two of the most disappointing releases of 2024. Last year, this time now. Today, this is actually the first of 2025 when I'm filming this. So, I guess you could technically say this is my first review of the year. But definitely happy to get my hands on this figure and kind of be able to give it my own thoughts and have my own opinion on it. And for $10, I figured it was like, screw it, why not at that price, you know? But I probably will wait on Shin Hati. I just don't, not trying to buy a whole Riva and flip out the thighs just to have one in the correct height. But like I said, kind of disappointing figure for the obvious reasons that are very well known amongst the community. But it is still a not a terrible looking figure by any means. It could have been better. But let me quit rambling on and let's crack this thing open. So here's Baylon out of the box, and first off, just looking at this cloak, I didn't realize. Maybe I need to rewatch Ahsoka. I've only watched it like twice, but I kind of like the green, this like olive drab green color it's got going on. I do like the color of the hood here, the soft goods. It's got a very nice feel for the material as well. It's got a nice, good like drop and drape to it. The stitching's pretty nice. I gotta admit, not too bad. Hasbro is starting to get better and better with soft goods. That's for sure. The hood is not the worst we've seen in the line. It would be nice if it kind of sat a little more further down on his face, but it is what it is. And the blue also is very overdone on this figure. It is because of the dot matrix weathering that they use, and I'll go over and give y'all a closer look at that in just a second here. But kind of just fiddling around with him for a minute out of the box. It is a fun figure, and it does look pretty badass. That being said, as I stated earlier in the review, I've already mentioned this. The face is a little more puffy looking than like what looks to be. Damn, I keep blanking on the actor's name for some reason. Damn it! But RIP, he is no longer with us. But not the lightness is not terrible, but it's just not the best we've seen in the line. That's for sure. But other than that, it's a pretty cool sculpt. Looks like it's gonna have a good shelf presence. This blade, even in person, still looks red to me. I don't really see the orange. Maybe it's a little bit lighter than a dark red, but I'm not really getting the orange effect that I would like to see and I feel like is displayed in the show. But it is what it is. That being said, you can see this nice trim, or it's like this nice trim on the edge of his hood here. I feel like that's a pretty nice touch. And here, let me stop this, and I'll get this off the turntable for y'all. So starting off with his lightsaber here, his fucking Darth Malgus lightsaber is really like the knight. It's got a decent color to it. It's just not the orange that I would expect to see or would like to see. And here's his blade. Looks just like it does in the show. Very cool. When we see Hu Yang pulling it up when Ahsoka pulls up their lightsabers, he didn't notice Shin Hati's, but he said there's only one other person, one other Padawan that has chosen this help, Baylon Skoll. But it's got a nice color to it. I already talked about the soft goods, so I am just gonna take these off and give you all a look at the figure. But if this hood could sit more like this, that would be nice, man. That would be sick. But that being said, taking the hood off, it looks pretty good too. Still wants to puff up in the back, but not bad. It actually looks pretty decent, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot worse soft goods. But getting a close up with the face here, the beard looks very nice. And the face is definitely puffy, but it's not. It definitely looks like the actor who played. Well, I don't know, Ray Stevenson. There we go. I knew it was going to come to me, man. Ray Stevenson. It does look like him. I could just definitely understand people's concerns and statements. I've seen it where people have put him in hot water and they squeeze his face together to kind of thin it out a little bit. But I think it looks pretty good, man. Because it got a nice wash in the hair here. Beautiful detail on the back of the figure as well. O-ring shoulder pads here. Nice sculpting on the sleeves down to the gauntlets here. And you can see the blue is not this prevalent on his armor in the show. It's just due to that dot matrix weathering. It just makes it look so much heavier. Very nice little crystal. I didn't notice this in the show on his costume. That green is beautiful. It's got a really nice pop to it in the middle of his costume here. Got some nice, like a nice leathery overskirt here. Got a little peg for his lightsaber there. It's pretty nice. Another little look at his gauntlets here. Again, the blue is overdone, but it looks kind of cool, to be honest with you. It's definitely a lot darker in the show, no doubt about it. And then there is no thigh swivel on this figure. So just give you a quick look at that. Pretty plain up underneath it there. But we do have that single joint hinge knee, which gets right at 90, so that's not too bad. Just giving you a quick look at the rest of the figure real quick. Got some more blue down here on the boots. So then I like the way that this is. It's in three separate pieces, and the front is split into two. But you can get a full split with Baylon here. Arms, T position, no problem at all. You can get 360-degree motion. Got some nice deep cut hinges here in the elbow, so you can get below 90 degrees. Ball jointed wrists, which I am a huge fan of. I would love to see Hasbro do more of this. And honestly, make this universal on every figure. No more vertical or horizontal hinges, just all ball joints, man. That would be so awesome. So that is pretty sweet right there. And again, just this beautiful sculpting on his like armor, so to speak. I mean, he's got armor. It's the gauntlets and the shoulder pads and stuff. He's got a very High Republic look to him. Like a lot of people were speculating before we figured out who he was. But get a little bit of kick back as well. He can kick out right in front of him too. Got some nice butterfly joints in here. That's always a plus. Head motion. Got some nice head tilt in here so you can get some expression out of Baylon. Head goes doesn't really go up. You can look down a decent amount, not a whole lot. But it looks pretty good, man. Not too bad. Kind of weird how the front is like, it's like this is white and the front of his hair is right here, and then it kind of goes to this gray. I don't know. It looks good though. It's pretty good looking figure. It's scummy what they did with the releasing it with the soft goods, and then like the whole scale issue, them trying to rush out these figures. I don't know, man. I would rather wait some time for a figure and it be totally correct. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason that Baylon or Shin should be the incorrect heights. It's kind of unacceptable in my opinion. And I know some people are like, unacceptable might be a strong word for a $25 toy line, but it's true, man. It's true. This is making me nervous. I was trying to peg this out, and I was going to take this out the peg and put the hilt on Baylon here to see how it looks on his hip, but it's kind of giving me some trouble, and I'm getting a little nervous. So I'm not gonna pry anymore on that. But y'all stay right there. I am gonna grab a figure real quick just to see something. This is a huge lightsaber, and you can see this is Malgus here. I absolutely love this freaking figure. You can see how much bigger he is than Baylon. Even though Balon's undersized, Malgus is still just an absolute unit, man. Put him back here real quick. Don't fall. Don't fall. So if you take Malgus and Baylon's saber together, you can see it is damn near the same height. I mean, it is damn close. which is just crazy, man. Like you see, Malgus is a big figure. Like he is a hulking, big size figure. He needs a bigger lightsaber. But then I don't know, man. Just look at that. His saber is literally almost as tall as he is. That's just kind of wild. Look at this righteous side by side comparison, dude. This is freaking sick. This is just an absolute phenomenal lineup of figures here. Other than, like I said, this Baylon Skull being a slightly disappointing release for the reasons I've already said. I'm not going to go back over again. But obviously here we have the Night Trooper from the 2-pack that came with Captain Enoch. Absolutely phenomenal set. Ahsoka-Mercenary, probably the best example of photoreal in the line, in my opinion. Is a spitting image of Rosario Dawson. It's just a beautiful, stunning looking figure, and then this awesome likeness to Lars Mikkelsen, who plays Admiral Thrawn in live action. Just all of these figures are just absolutely phenomenal looking, and they look just so badass all standing next to each other, man. Disappointing for many reasons that I've already stated. Like I said, I'm not going to go back into all that. Trying to focus on the positive here. Baylon looks pretty awesome. I do like the soft goods. I hate to admit it. I just, man, it's just bad business practice, Hasbro. Bad business practice from Hasbro doing this release. And I was really, like I said earlier in the review, trying not to buy this release for that specific reason, to kind of like, I hate to say, oh, I'm going to stick it to you, Hasbro. I'm not going to buy this. Like, they give a fuck if I buy it or not. But for $10, man, I had to pull the trigger. Couldn't resist it. And overall, I'm happy to have it. For $10, I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe one day if I happen to see Shin for super cheap, I may pick her up and get a super cheap Reva, whatever her name is, to swap out those thighs on her. That would be pretty cool. But it should have came to us with the soft goods of the first release. It should have been the correct height. They should stop using this dot matrix bullshit for weathering and stuff. It's just not. It just doesn't work well. Now I will say it looks cool on this figure specifically. Like the blue splotches of blue look nice to me, but it's not totally accurate how it is in the show. There is some blue on his costume, but it's nowhere near as prevalent as it is on this figure with the dot matrix weathering technique. But overall, like I said, I'm happy to have it for $10. I just figured it'd be worth having to be able to give my honest opinions on it, get it reviewed on the channel. And Baylon Skull, played by Ray Stevenson, RIP, is a very cool character. Probably one of the coolest parts of the Ahsoka show, to be quite honest with you. Very intriguing getting to see. I want to see more of his arc with the Mortis gods. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes with Ahsoka Season 2. Hopefully they find someone who can, I say this loosely, fill in the shoes, fill in the role, and try to honor Steven's legacy that he's left behind for this character, because it struck a good chord with a lot of people. A lot of people were really interested in his portrayal of his character Baylon Skull and wanted to see where he was going to go as a character. So it's very tragic to hear of his passing. It was last year, 2024 this time. So hell, it might have been 2023 now that I'm thinking about it. Was it? It's been a while. I have to, maybe I'll put like a little something right here or whatever. But like I said already, I'm starting to ramble on now. Definitely happy to have this figure. Cool to have for $10 with the soft goods. Like I said, it should have came with the soft goods first time around. It should have been the correct height, but it is what it is. But I hope you all enjoy this review today. If you happen to see him, pick him up. Definitely some nice sculpting, decent paint on here, decent likeness. But leave me a like and subscribe if you enjoy this review. I'd very much appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. May the Force be with you.